Welcome to the 10-7 show with Tara, Tyra, Goose, and myself. We are back for yet another Sunday. It's it's a little wet outside.
Rain like hell.
A little wet outside, but that's why we do the show we do the show inside. Sometimes they do the show outside. Beautiful background and all like that. What's our background? Fan, a wall. It's all good. It ain't even got a good background right there. The color scheme works and all like that. It's all good. We appreciate y'all hanging with us for the next hour or so here on the 10-7 show. We got a very interesting show that we're going to talk about, that we're going to have for you today. Of course, there's been an interesting week to say the least, and I'm just going to start off the show as I start off all the shows. I'm going to ask my people how they been. So, people, how y'all been?
We've been really good.
Yeah, man.
It was an eventful weekend. I'm very sleepy. I think it's the weather.
Yeah, I think it's the weather.
That can definitely have an effect, that weather.
Mm-hmm. How are you guys doing?
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you? Well, besides the fact my knee hurts.
Yeah, her knee's jacked up.
Bad.
She got some tendonitis.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
I know tendonitis when I have it. So I got a little bit of tendonitis in there. Let's hope that's what it is.
This is like the old people forum right here.
I know, right?
That's what changed over the last few years.
And I didn't even do anything.
Right.
I didn't trip.
That's how it happens.
Didn't fall.
That's it. That's how it happened. You just wake up and be like, where did this pain come from?
Right?
It's the pressure. It's the weather.
Yep, I know. The change in the pressure. Yep.
Yeah, I was jacked up this week.
Yeah.
I was jacked up this week.
I know.
I had a kidney stone the night of the 4th or the evening.
I know, on your birthday.
Night. Everything was good leading up to that, and then boom, it just happened. I was jacked up. I'm still kind of recovering from it. I can still feel effects of that night. But but I'm here, and we're here to do the show. We're here to have some fun. So I'm glad that everybody decided to spend their Sunday night with us, especially since if you're around here, you can't spend it outside.
No,
Well, it wouldn't be smart. Let's put it that way. So I guess we're going to get into it, right?
I think so.
Well, let me get my graphics together because I didn't do any of that while I was talking. So we're going to get to the everybody's favorite part of the show, and here's the portion of the show I'm talking about. Yes, this is the Would You Rather portion of the show, brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. And Tara, if you will, so eloquently as you do every week, please tell us a little something about Therapeutic Billing.
I'd love to. Therapeutic Billing is the largest minority-owned and women-led medical credentialing and billing firm in the United States. Therapeutic Billing offers a variety of services to independent providers and small group providers, including credentialing, re-credentialing, insurance billing, bookkeeping, and virtual assistant services. To contact Therapeutic Billing, the number is 610-228-2029, and the web address is therapeuticbilling.com.
There you go.
Okay.
Crowd goes crazy.
Wow.
Yes. All right, so here we go with your Would You Rathers for today. Our first one is, would you rather have a completely automated home or a self-driving car?
A completely automated home.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the automated home. That self-driving car thing gives me pause.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the automated home as well.
Yeah.
I'd like to choose neither. I recently watched the movie Megan.
Hey, Wilma.
Wait, what? You watched the movie? What?
I recently watched the movie Megan, and I don't want either.
Megan, about the doll. Yeah.
That's not the choice. You have to choose one.
I know. I knew you was gonna say that. Honestly, I'll probably take the automated home.
Yeah,
because if I need to get away, I need for Megan not to be able to not start my car.
I'm really surprised that you watched that movie, Tyra.
My daughter made me do it.
Oh, okay. But it wasn't a horror film.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. All right, so here we go. Okay. Would you rather travel the world for a year all expenses paid, or have $40,000 to spend on whatever you want?
I'm traveling the world
Travel the world.
for
Yeah,
sure.
travel the world.
Travel the
It's
world.
way more than 40 grand.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
40 grand. That's
I
like
be-
one trip.
I be selling weeks off like it's a timeshare.
I know. That's. I was thinking like. I don't even have the time. Like I would have to quit my job to take this all
Damn right.
expensive
My
thing.
job would be quit.
He said, "My job."
There's no need to work. There's no need to work.
Whatever is the past tense of quit. That's what my job would be.
That is the past tense.
It will be quatted
It was,
right now.
you'll be quitted. Everybody go quit your job.
Oh my goodness, Justin.
All around the world for a year.
You can just say resign.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it, that's what he's doing it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would do the travel around the world. All
You gotta
expenses
think
paid.
about what you're gonna do on day 366.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Don't even.
Find
That's
another
what
job.
I said. I
Today's
need
world,
to.
if you did it right, you wouldn't have to worry about it because you could TikTok and live stream your way across the world
Uh-huh.
and be a influencer by the time you get back.
Next thing you know,
Exactly.
you getting paid for that.
Yep. That's true.
If
That's
you
true.
play
If
it
you
right.
play it right.
If you
That's
play it
true.
right, you gonna make your money.
That's true. We had a couple of comments. Automated home. That was from
Right.
What was the other
Daryl.
one, Tara? 40K. I
can
can travel on
travel
my own dime if I paid off all existing debt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you try to
Yeah,
stay
but-
anywhere, eat
Right.
everywhere,
This
all
is a
across
world
the
trip.
world.
You're probably gonna be worth like 250K.
Yeah, I think I do the travel.
Not more.
Yeah.
I mean, like legitimately, we were looking at riverboat cruises
Mm-hmm.
to Africa, and it's like
20 grand.
it was like
per
yeah, it was like
person.
20 grand per person.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Huh?
Not
Mm.
including
All I heard y'all say was 20 grand per person. I don't even know.
A
No,
riverboat
I was saying
cruise
we went to the travel agent yesterday. We were looking at riverboat cruises, and to Africa, a couple different countries in Africa. It's like a 14-day cruise. It was 20 grand per person.
Hold on. Is it a riverboat cruise in Africa or
Yeah,
Yes.
so you would
You
fly.
fly to Cairo.
Oh, okay.
and then
Oh,
go-
okay. I'm like, wait a minute
I'm
now.
about to
I don't know if I
riverboat
want to
to
be in
Africa,
no
that's gonna
riverboat.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we looking at Vietnam, which is like 2,200.
Yeah. Vietnam was so much better.
Okay. All right. All right. So here's the last one. I'm hearing some.
Sorry.
Okay.
Probably the rain.
Probably. Would you rather have super sensitive taste buds or super sensitive hearing?
Super sensitive hearing.
I'm gonna go with hearing because taste sometimes bothers me anyway.
I'm going with hearing.
But then, would you be able to sleep? Because you could hear a mouse
put-
piss on a
you
cotton
use
ball if you got.
gloves.
Okay.
You just said you can hear a mouse piss on a cotton ball.
or put your earbuds in, you know what I mean, to go to sleep too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh
with.
yeah, that's true.
White noise or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with hearing.
I take the taste.
You'll take the taste?
Nah.
Super sensitive taste?
You know why? Because
Yeah.
nasty stuff tastes even worse.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's
thinking.
worse.
And sometimes you eat.
But
nasty like
it'll never hurt.
Nah.
No, it's never gonna hurt.
It might once you get super sensitive.
It might, but you can almost guarantee that you hear something too loud, it's gonna hurt your ear.
Yeah, probably like animals. Yeah.
Or hear something you ain't supposed to be hearing.
You gotta
That'll hurt you too.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Who's to say?
But I'm just saying, it's a risk you take.
Yeah.
But I think I'll take the super sensitive hearing though.
Yeah.
I would. And I'll just put the earbuds in.
100%. Yep.
I can't do the
You'd
super
have to have them
sensitive
like real
taste.
low, wouldn't you? Because you can hear it. That super sensitive, you have to have them real low.
Yeah. I got sensitive hearing now anyway.
Do you really?
Not when I'm trying to ask you something.
That's because you speak in a low tone.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
God enunciate.
Yeah, it is. It ain't because he battling your phone for attention.
I don't think she heard what
Wait,
you
what
said.
you
Yeah,
say?
she didn't hear what you said.
What you say?
He said point proven. That's what he said.
No, he didn't.
Somebody said taste buds. You can change. You can change seasoning. You can't always change the volume.
True. I'll give me some bowls. Some bowls.
I'll work that out.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
there's,
that
I
was
think there's definitely a way around that.
Yeah, that was the last one.
well, that was the Would You Rather portion of the show, brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. And now we're going to move on to our next portion of the show. It is the Dear 10-7 portion of the show, and it's the portion of the show where we read your letters, your text messages, your IMs, DMs, whatever you want to call it, emails, and we give you our unprofessional professional opinions on how you should handle that situation. And we have a temporary sponsor for Dear 10-7 today. Dear 10-7 is, well, don't get too excited about it. Dear 10-7 is brought to you by the relaunch of newtwistradio.com. As you can see under my name, there are names there. You can check out the new newtwistradio.com. It is up and running right now. You can check out, you can go there and you can get to all our podcast episodes, all our video live episodes and all like that. And there's even a space on there where you can send us your Dear 10-7 letters. So if you want to do that,
yeah,
you can just go to newtwistradio.com
behind the scenes.
Right.
10-7 portion. And it's a button right there. Send us a Dear 10-7.
That's awesome. Thank you, Justin, for doing that.
That out.
Amazing.
Who's got the first one?
I got it.
All right, have it.
Dear 10-7, marriage and relationships are not for me. After 11 years of being married, my husband did the ultimate and cheated. I saw it with my own eyes. They say you don't really know how certain things feel until it hits you. I'm devastated, to say the least, completely heartbroken, especially since there were times when we questioned being married, as some married couples do.
I never questioned.
Things get rocky. I get it. But no, this totally came out of left field at a time where I felt we were good. So it's kind of like my life got turned upside down. I have been praying for the strength to move on. It's not coming fast enough. I don't believe this is the first time he's done it. This is the time he got caught. We are separating, but it's not happening fast enough. We are still under the same roof for a little while. I need prayer, thoughts, suggestions, hugs, and everything because I want to let it go and move on. However, I'm just not sure how to. What's your advice?
Oh, honey.
Well, I would say this. I've said it many times on this show, and Tyra has said it in different ways. Stop looking for things to happen on your time. Your timeline is not the timeline of what it could be. But the other thing I'm going to say is, if y'all separating, who's leaving? Because if you say it's not happening fast enough, it sounds like he's probably should be leaving, or he is leaving.
Yeah, but see, neither one of them are probably in the financial situation.
That's what I was
They may not be in that situation. Yep. So you could leave.
You're like, okay, bye. I'll be upstairs.
You can leave. But if you can't leave fast, if you don't have the finances, he don't have the finances to do it, it's not going to happen on your time either.
No.
I don't know what your situation is with your family, but maybe you could try to stay with a relative, a sibling, or parents until you can get on your feet, just so you can be away from each other. That'll definitely give you time to get yourself together.
And I would say to start going to counseling or therapy, or, you know, if you have like a spiritual advisor, you need somebody to talk to, somebody you can let that anger off with, especially if it seems like y'all in a position where you can't leave, because it seems like if you had the means, you would have left a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then also maybe you didn't leave because maybe you're super, super angry right now, but you haven't said like is he sorry? Is he willing to go to counseling? Is he willing to work it out? Are you willing to work it out?
She also suspects that it's not the first time.
So I think she's just really, really angry. Don't do, you know, Don't do anything crazy, but you need an outlet because you're still in the house with him. So you need some kind of outlet, even if it's like talk therapy on the phone or something. And then maybe y'all can set up some kind of situation. I don't know if there are kids involved where you stay in, one part of the house. I'm sure y'all in separate rooms. Y'all have to live like roommates or something like that. Is the basement done? Can you move down there or something? Where y'all can be separate and then spend as much time out in other places if you can financially, or if you got a girlfriend house, you can stay at the weekend. Something to get yourself out of that space.
Friends don't want that.
Justin, there's a really long comment up there.
Yeah, I'll put it up there. So somebody commented from Facebook. They said, 1, be patient with the process. Be patient with yourself and where you are emotionally. 2, staying together is delaying the healing process. If you have a village or support system, time to cash in.
Yeah, that's great advice, whoever that is.
Definitely therapy.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is,
it was pray.
I would question, like, you mad, but how mad are you?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Because in the letter, you didn't even say, I left and went to my mom's or went to my girlfriend, but I had to wind up coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so that would just be my thing. Like,
I think
how are you?
He should be glad he's still alive because it seemed like she caught him in the act. She said she saw her own two eyes.
Good.
That's enough to make somebody temporarily insane.
I think so.
To actually see it with your own 2 eyes, we talked about that, on the show before. So I would advise you, honey, like to try to find somewhere to go because I'm sure it's like every time you look at him, you're enraged.
I'm sure.
But definitely try to find somewhere to go if you can.
For sure.
But then I'm like, how? Because I mean, like, it's not that easy though. If y'all got finances all entangled and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the part we don't know.
And get yourself a good lawyer, honey. A good lawyer.
11 years they were married. That's nothing to sneeze at.
No.
Well, good luck. That's our advice to you.
Good luck to you.
Send us an update.
Yes. All right, here I go. I'm a 42-year-old woman. My husband and I were married 4 years, together for 12. In 2011, I had to make the difficult decision to remove him from life support after a sudden traumatic illness. I remained single for 6 years, and then I met who I thought was a wonderful man. He is a few years younger. Within the first year of us dating, he became controlling and emotionally abusive. When I ended the relationship, I thought I am just going to be alone, not lonely. I have met someone recently who is my age, who reminds me of my late husband, and we have bonded and are forming a relationship. So far, it has only been dating and spending a lot of time together. I'm scared of another loss, but this feels right. Should I take the risk and move forward? When is a proper time to become intimate? We have both had bad relationships and respect each other's boundaries at the moment. I will never remarry as I was entitled to survivor benefits from my late husband, and we both agree there are ways to protect each other and our financial needs other than marriage. What do you think?
Definitely in the do right in this talking about when is a proper time to become intimate.
Oh, wait, what?
Well, he seemed like he wasn't trying to be.
Questions that you need to answer for yourself. For me,
yeah,
it feels right to you. I mean, I don't think you could put a time on when you want to be intimate with somebody.
Exactly.
You especially can't ask us because what?
Yeah, I can't tell you this when is a time to be intimate. That's whatever you feel comfortable with.
I'm sure he feels like.
Were you intimate with the young guy?
Right. And maybe that's why she told us that backstory, because maybe you jumped in a little too quickly with
the young guy. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I don't know, as far as like the survivor benefits and all that other kind of stuff. Like, what is that? Like SSI?
No, that's not SSI.
What is survivor benefits?
So he may have.
Someone on Facebook said that she's going to be carrying all that emotional weight into the next relationship.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
there's something to try to get beyond. Like I don't know if there's any getting beyond it. Um, going into your next relationship because you never want to carry the baggage.
No,
And I hate to call it baggage because
but that's what it is.
what it was, but it's baggage, and you don't want to carry that into your next relationship. Period. If you have a relation. Now, it sounds like that you spoke to him about your marriage and all like that, which is a good thing. Being keeping it open and letting people know where you are. You're not hiding anything. But when it comes to, like everybody was saying, being intimate and moving on, like that's got to come on your time.
Yeah.
Just like we told the last person, it's got to be it. The last person we told your timeline doesn't work, but this one you can be patient enough for things to happen on your time. Now, your time may not be the time for him. Understand that. That could come, but at the same time, you got to make sure you're emotionally ready to make that move. Somebody said something earlier. It said not one part of the letter she say just she went to therapy after losing her husband. Didn't say that in the letter. Don't know if she did or not because it's not mentioned at all.
Yeah.
But I would hope that maybe she sought out some therapy to dealing with the loss of her husband. Which they were
absolutely. Because one thing I think therapy would do for her is because for me right now it sounds like she's like I'm single because I'm a widow. See what I'm saying? So therapy might help her, drop that qualifier, that widow part, and just say I am single. You know what I mean? And it's not taking anything away from my husband's memory and all that kind of stuff, but that's part of helping you move on because you have to move on alone.
Right.
And I feel like that she doesn't trust her own decisions, because her husband passed away. She jumped in this relationship. It turned out to be some crap. So I think she's more scared of, making a bad decision. I just think she don't try. And I think therapy would help her to learn how to, trust her own decisions and to learn how to be, because you got to learn how to be back out into this world. You was married for 11 years. The 12 years, the dating world has changed. Things are different now.
They were married 4 together.
Okay. Well, they was married. When you out of the dating game for a little while, your antennas are not
right.
Sharp yet. So, and then on top of that, you're still grieving. To me, it sounds like you're very much still grieving, and I don't want you to just jump out there because you're still grieving either.
Don't force it.
Yeah. You know what, Justin? If you could put up the last comment from Daryl Watson, that he makes a really good point.
He said, "Don't like the part about reminding to of your late husband."
Right.
That's right. Don't like the part about reminding you of your late husband. Don't live in the past.
Yeah, I think that's a really valid point. Like, you know what I mean? Like she's now like with the younger guy, she didn't question anything. She just like jumped right in, right? With this one, she's like, oh, he reminds me of my ex-husband, but you can't compare apples to oranges. Like,
right.
I still think
what happens when he does something that your ex-husband used to do?
Yeah, but all that can speak to also that she has a type.
She need to go to therapy.
She does go to therapy, and she does have a type. We all do. Well, some of us will date whoever, marry whoever. So, all right. So there's another comment.
All goes well with that. Keep us posted.
Oh, we have another comment.
There's another comment, Justin.
There's another one. All right, I'll pop it up there. Let's see. Somebody from Facebook said, "I agree with Daryl. It'll make you blind because you're hoping for that love while missing red flags." Right?
So true. Whoever said that.
So true.
Yep.
So true. Yep.
Good luck, young lady.
Yes.
Keep us posted.
Yeah, write us back when you find true love again.
There's an easier way to do it. You just go to newtwistradio.com and click on.
There you go.
It says send us a Dear 10-7 letter.
There you go.
newtwistradio.com. All right, here we go. Dear 10-7, I come from a very close family, and I am the rock of the family. If someone needs help, I'm the one they come to. Recently, my nephew has been in a downward spiral because of drugs. He's now in jail. He is only 19 and was always an amazing young man, but he started on the wrong road after witnessing his father take his own life a few years ago. When he gets out of jail, he wants to start over, come live with me, go to rehab, and begin a new life. My problem is my fiance. He does not want to help my nephew, especially if he will be on house arrest. I know my nephew's potential, and I can't throw him away and refuse to help. How do I get my fiance to understand this without jeopardizing our relationship?
Wow.
How do you get him to I don't know how you get him to understand, but
That's a
tell
lot
him.
to unpack.
Tell him
Well,
right there. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, it's like you got to find other plans for your nephew.
Where's his mother?
maybe
Where's
she's
nephew's
not
mother?
available or not alive, or
maybe
she
the
might
mother's not the one to turn
It's
to.
like you need make other plans for your
Right.
nephew. This plan not
or
You can help him.
or maybe he burnt his bridge or whatever.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I feel like she can help him, but he just can't live at her house. But you have to tell them an address, right?
for probation.
Yeah, when you get out, you have to give him an address. So if he doesn't have any,
He can't go to a halfway house.
Well, it all depends on his circumstances.
Yeah,
And he'll be on house arrest too.
yeah.
That's a
That's
tough.
rough.
That is rough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and like, what did he go to jail for?
Well, she said he had problems with drugs.
Okay.
Issues with drugs.
So maybe he'll
Or
live-
maybe you and your husband need to sit down and have a talk, and then have a talk with him, like, and put
What are
some
your
boundaries around the situation, some
Yeah.
expectations.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you could also go to your fiance and say, "Listen, I understand what you're saying, and I hear you. But are there any circumstances in which you would reconsider?" And give her opportunity to say her piece about what she doesn't like and what could be implemented in order for her to look past that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That makes sense. I mean, but I don't know. Some people are just set in their ways, and if it has anything to do with the criminal justice system and law enforcement, they don't want to be involved. But he is the fiance, not the husband. So
That is true, but
if you want to be the husband, you better,
right.
How
you better
long
get
y'all,
on board.
how long y'all been engaged? I'm interested in knowing that. Y'all been engaged for like 7 years, or y'all been engaged for like 7 months?
Right.
Interested in knowing that too.
Exactly.
It makes
Yeah.
a difference.
And I mean,
Yeah.
clearly, she has a close relationship to the nephew, or she wouldn't even be willing to put herself out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the rock of the family, so everybody probably reaches out to her when something.
Right.
Mhm.
And maybe
and she's probably the one, and she's probably always comes through.
yeah, and maybe they're expecting her to help, and maybe she need to talk to everybody else in the family too.
Mhm.
Sometimes when you the rock, people just don't offer because they think you're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep. Good luck. Good luck with all of
Yeah,
it.
so let us know what the fiance says about that, and if y'all
Yeah.
if he's still your fiance.
In a couple of years,
Right.
There's no when the wedding is too.
Moving right along.
All right, well, that was the Dear 10-7 portion of the show, brought to you by newtwistradio.com. Go check out the new relaunched website, newtwistradio.com. Right there, you can find.
Come on, get twisted, y'all.
You gotta get twisted. You gotta go find all the information about the 10-7 show, all the episodes, the Check Swing podcast, Intelligent Ignorance Returning, and all like that. So definitely check it out. All right. And there's a couple blogs on there from the New Twist Radio staff that you can read, and maybe some thought-provoking things. Some maybe you should learn something. Just check it out. All right.
Mhm.
Now we're going to get into. I don't. Is this the topic? The Kiki Palmer thing. We're going to get. Is that the
So
topic?
this kind of leads into the topic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's just make it let's just say we're getting into the topic of the night.
Yes.
While my wife is over here.
I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead.
Wait.
I'm looking for my final twist.
Oh my god.
I have a quote, but I can't remember the name of the person who said it. So thanks for putting me out there, babe.
problem.
Right on Front Street, didn't he?
You know me all the time.
Mhm.
Phone. She'll just get on Facebook now and realizing she was in the
No, I'm strategic about it, man.
But so last weekend or last week sometime or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was last weekend.
Keke Palmer goes to a Terry. You wanna put it out there?
So I heard about this through my friend Michelle. She was telling me about it. She was like, "Did you hear about Keke Palmer and at the Usher concert?" And she was dressed kind of scantily. And the boyfriend of Keke Palmer, well, he's the father of her
baby
child,
daddy.
The baby daddy. Darius Dalton tweeted something about the dresses she had on, like, "You're a mother. Why are you dressed like this?" Right? So when he made that comment, apparently Twitter and other like social media platforms, the quote that I read, Twitter users saw his tweet, assembled themselves, and have been dragging him all over the streets of Twitter. Some said he had no right to tell Keke what to wear. It's her body and her choice. I agree with that 100%. Others feel he shouldn't have said that online in public for others to see. I also agree with that. This is something that should have been settled privately. So now Keke went on to have a great time. She did not directly respond to his post, but what she did say was, "We live together. He saw me when I left the house. He even smacked her on the bottom and told her to have a good time." In previous videos that she's twerking and she's scantily dressed, he's cheering her on, loving the action. It's all good. So in my mind, and I'm assuming in the minds of other people, it had nothing to do with her outfit. More so the fact that he wasn't there and Usher was singing to her and hugging on her, whatever the case may be. So anyway, long story half long, they've unfollowed each other on Twitter, and he's totally deleted his Twitter account altogether.
Yeah, they still live together.
Yeah, they still live together. I mean, they're not broken up. They
He
still
butthurt because
hurt. 100%.
I mean, I do think he should not. Twitter was not the best place to put that, especially
no place online. No place online.
Right. I mean, she pulled a Prince and a Lizzo. You know, she had her booty out. But that's the thing now. And number one, let's put this in context. She is a celebrity.
Yes.
Okay. She was posting her twerking videos on your Instagram before this.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So, and that's another thing. Just because you have a baby by somebody don't mean they're going to change. Just because you marry somebody don't mean they're going to change. But you are in a relationship. You have a child with a celebrity. And sometimes they got to wear things that you don't necessarily approve of. Like, what he going to do when she got to have a racy sex scene in a movie? Like, I'm going to need for him to go to therapy to work on it.
Right.
Honestly, though, for real, like you had a baby by a celebrity who may have to do God knows what to maintain, you know what I mean? As long as she's not out there being outright disrespectful.
If you look at the videos that were posted,
right, it wasn't like
she wasn't doing anything.
She wasn't straddling Usher on the stage.
He
wasn't cupping her butt cheeks.
He was more mad at Usher than he was at her, but he had to voice his anger through her.
Yeah.
Through her. Because I mean, listen, that's why a lot of celebrities don't date people that aren't celebrities.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because of situations like this. Now, who knows? He could have been trying to make himself a little more famous in this whole situation too, and it kind of backfired on him.
It definitely is.
Yeah, and then my thing is, if you was like trying to marry her, bruh, I think he ruined his chances, because that means if y'all have any type of disagreement in the home with her being a celebrity,
you're gonna jump on.
You gonna take it out in these internet streets.
He gonna be selling his own pictures and stories to the tab.
Exactly. Okay. And you know what I mean? Like, you gonna be taking stuff out in the streets. You gonna be out here baby. You gonna be calling TMZ, trying to get paid.
Like I heard nobody else say this, but like, what does her being a mom have to do with anything?
Exactly.
The only thing I could think of when I heard that's what he tweeted was, is he talking about the kids growing up and seeing what she has on and
I
wondering
mean,
why does mommy have her butt out?
yeah, it's not like she
That's the
got.
only
It's
thing I
not
can
like
think
she.
of.
It's not like she put out a sex tape like some other celebrities.
Right.
And their children are going to see that and hear about that.
But that's not to compare.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, her butt was out. Like, I mean, it wasn't like she was out there in a porn video. It wasn't like she was out there
Right.
getting
I
raunchy
get
with
that.
Usher
But
on stage.
Let's put it all in perspective.
Okay.
Let me play devil's advocate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She was dressed the way she was with her butt out,
Mm-hmm.
and she has kids,
Which he saw ahead of time.
Which he saw. Now she's on stage in front of thousands of people
Mm-hmm.
with her butt out.
Okay.
And now let's fast forward 15 years. The kid's 15 years old. This video resurfaces of mommy with her butt out.
That she got to be prepared for that. That don't have nothing to do with me.
The kid got to be.
That's true.
She has to be prepared for it. I'm sure she will be prepared for it. And here's the other.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sure she's going to tell her kid about
what
her
her
lifestyle.
hygiene looks like. Every woman in the world that has had a child, whether biologically or adopted or found them at Disneyland, the child know what your mother ass look like.
Exactly.
Mommy is a celebrity.
Exactly.
Mommy may have gotten paid to do this, or whatever the case may be.
Exactly.
But
you know your mama's
is it
butt.
affecting you? No, you know why? Because when you go to this light switch right here, oh, look, the lights came on. When you open the refrigerator, oh, look, it's food in there. Somebody drive you to school. Somebody take care of you. You done been on how many trips around the world? Do you really care that my ass was out in 2023? Do you really care, son? I don't
here's what I'm going to say to you about that, Sarah.
Okay.
In your old mind, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
In a 15-year-old mind, all they're hearing is my homies is talking about my mom's ass all up and down the hallways.
That's true.
High school.
That's true.
You're
That's
absolutely right. And that,
and
hold
on one second.
Passage.
Hold on. And they've said they're talking about this before I've even had a chance to even talk to my mom, because I never knew this existed.
Which is why she needs to prep him. Number one.
Yep.
Two, that's the right passage. I went to school, and I'm sure you did too, and you did too, and you did three. Boys do that. They pick on each other's mom. They call each other out their moms out their
Yes, they do.
Now, you're absolutely right. Only difference is when you and three all went to school, social media didn't exist.
That's true.
Which
true.
is why,
so whatever our parents did, it never came back to our face.
Until the Freaknik movie come out.
I down there. Oh my God.
I digress. What I'm saying to you is what she did was not nefarious. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think
so. So being that she knows it is now out there, she left the house like that. She knew she was going to be photographed. She knew she was going to be recorded.
Exactly. And so did he.
This is what I do, son. This is how I make my living. Are you comfortable?
This whole issue is now. It probably would have been cool.
He got along.
It probably would have been cool had it been pictures on social media that everybody has seen later. I think, like Tara said, it wasn't the dress. I think it was now Usher got involved. Now he's butthurt.
Yeah.
Because Usher got involved. I mean, like, could you imagine, like, if I'm looking good, smelling good, and I'm a celebrity, and I go to a Janet Jackson concert, and you see what Janet does to the dudes on stage.
Right.
Let's put this into perspective now. This is Usher. And he did have a whole scandal. Okay. He had a whole scandal. I would hope she would not be sleeping with Usher. Okay.
She ain't thinking about Usher no more than the man in the moon. She went to go.
Exactly. She just probably supports their friend. Right. Exactly. But Raji's been to his show. I heard the show is good. Everybody, I think Neil Long been to his show. Everybody's been to his show. Like, Usher is talented. And of course, when another celebrity comes and supports you, that's like you going to your homie's basketball game that play ball.
Yeah. You know, there's a couple
we got some comments
in there, Justin. One is really long.
I was waiting for a break in the action to put it
Oh,
on.
okay.
So this came in earlier. Double standard. My man posting dad bod pics in his drawers while condemning his girlfriend. He should have kept his thoughts to himself and off social media, or had private conversation with Kiki. I agree with that. He should have kept him off social media for sure. Somebody else says, I think he was the typical insecure male home watching the kid.
He probably was home watching the baby. He was
That's an average, everyday corny.
Yeah, like he work at like the John Deere store. Like he's Kiki Palmer's boo. That's his claim to Kiki Palmer's baby daddy. That is his claim to fame.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm not gonna say you better get used to it, but you better get used to it.
You better get used
to it. She is a celebrity. She's going to be in the spotlight. Whatever she's wearing is going to be seen by millions.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All the time. Even if she outside in sweats and a hoodie.
If she's at Usher's concert and Usher sees her, and she's the one that's going to be on stage.
Yep.
Exactly.
Janet, and if you like your lifestyle,
to be the one
that's what do you say?
He said if Janet see him at a concert, he's gonna be the one on stage.
It's just how it goes.
Lord, Janet, if you come across this comment, but you know what? I don't care if Janet take you on stage.
I don't even want to go up there with Janet.
Why?
It's gonna be an embarrassing night.
Why?
You ever see what she do at the show?
I see what she do.
It's gonna be embarrassing.
You up for the challenge, babe?
Oh my God, I can't with y'all.
Listen,
I can't.
I'm gonna tell Janice, don't start nothing you can't fit.
Listen, just don't bring back nothing you can't wash off.
Here you go. All right. Well, we run along.
So,
yeah,
his insecurities are basically what we're talking about now. We all kind of figure he was an insecure person making those comments. How do we deal with the insecurities, and how do we make our partners secure, Tara? Like, what do we do? What are some of the things we do?
So, first of all, let's talk about like signs that your partner is feeling insecure. Okay. So, lack of independent social life. That one for the two of them, I think, is a pretty big one, right? So it says when two people are together for most of the time, a little space and alone time is a must to get a break. If you notice your partner is always tagging along with you or does not want to pursue any other social plans without you, it's a huge sign that they're insecure. That would drive me crazy. This is me talking to y'all. That would drive me.
What would drive you crazy?
If Goose could not function if I weren't around.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy too. Like, I don't need another kid.
I'll find one for you if you can't find one. Like,
right.
I don't understand that. Like, that drives me nutty. What did you do before we were together? Like, you know what I mean? It's not a couples thing. I'm going out with my girlfriends, or I just want to be alone. Like, that to me is a huge red flag. I would never marry somebody who cannot enjoy their alone time or cannot find something to do without me. Just my personal opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would suck.
That would really suck.
The next red flag is jealousy. Insecurity in a relationship comes when one person feels inferior to the other person and thinks they might lose them. So jealousy is a common action in such cases as a major indicator that your partner does not feel secure in your relationship. In my opinion, that's not something that you can control. That's a character flaw of that person. You know?
A character flaw?
Yes.
If you see your girl with her arms around Usher's neck at the party with her booty out, don't worry, fellas. She ain't going nowhere.
You know why she ain't going nowhere? Because Usher don't want her. Usher is doing
She don't want Usher.
She don't want Usher.
We don't know if Usher don't want her.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what.
I'm sure he gets enough. He gets
I'm sure he gets enough.
All I'm saying.
And it was years ago. I don't know if it was a rumor, but
that's why I said.
Air on the side of
allegedly, you mess with Usher, you might get some little bumps in your happy box. So all I'm saying is allegedly.
Exactly.
All right.
Allegedly.
Alleged. Okay, so then the next one is playing the victim card. During
I hate
arguments, or just a conversation, your partner happens to put the entire blame on you and plays the victim. They're often in need of attention. This is
Yes.
like it's very childish behavior. All these like red flags. It's like it's almost how like a 2-year-old acts. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This could be a natural trait or a personality they picked up on while growing up. Irrespective, this sign is not healthy for a relationship. I think
Mhm.
people already know that. The next one is no personal space. That kind of, I think, goes hand in hand with the first one. If your partner does not give you any personal space, it clearly means they want to constantly be around you and are afraid of losing you. I kind of feel like, yeah, you would because you're smothering me. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Why they just can't be like being around you?
You can like being around me, and I know you do like being around me, but all the time, like all the time, like
Right. All the time, like you
right.
can't do nothing without me.
Go fishing. I don't know. Go hunting. Do something. Build a fort. Isn't that what y'all do? Go drink beers and fort in the park. I don't know. You don't have to be with me all the time. Cannot handle criticism. Insecure people tend to react loudly when criticized. This can be constructive criticism or an opinion you are sharing. If it is remotely about them, a massive fight is coming your way. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. With that one. What do y'all think about that one?
I think it's how the criticism is delivered that would tell you, what I mean, that will say which way he's going to react.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What up, Diggs? Somebody over on Twitch, Diggs say what's up to us. So we saying, what's up, Diggs?
Hey,
Immaturity often tags along with an insecure person. Didn't I say that? They don't seem to see the other's perspective and only want everything to cater to them, almost like being self-centered. Arguing and snapping back is common in such cases. I don't think I've ever dealt with anybody like this. I don't. This would last in my life
We
3
know,
minutes.
we
tops.
know you don't like it.
You do. Needs reassurance. No matter how many times you try to tell them that you love them and that they are safe with you, your partner keeps needing reassurance on their status with you. This can become extremely exhausting and even disrespectful for some. Wow. Apologizing for small things. Relationships often have arguments and misunderstandings, but over apologizing and creating situations out of nothing can start to look extremely irritating. Comparing your every move in case both partners are at different stages in life, kind of like Kiki and the boyfriend, professionally, one may feel like they have to keep up, and the exhaustion from this can lead to major insecurity and low self-esteem. You see that a lot with like women who tend to make more money than like their husbands or their significant others. All right. And then lastly, overthinks. Constant overthinking about the same subject and making assumptions about how they feel or what you said is everything an insecure person does. I think I overthink a lot of stuff too, though. What do y'all think about that one?
Yeah, I'm a bit of an overthinker, but not like in a relationship.
I don't know how that.
Like,
I don't
I
know how that equates to insecurity though.
That's how I figure stuff out.
Bruce be like, Eureka!
The apologizing for all things. I think like that insecurity there sounds like it stems from either bringing baggage from a previous relationship, and you're scared to lose the person, or you've done something and you're really trying not to lose the person. You apologize for everything that you think has been done.
In both situations, you bring it out in your head.
Yeah, exactly. No, do I overthink? Because maybe I don't agree with this one. Do I overthink?
Not as much as I do. You do it a little bit, but not the way I do it.
See, sometimes I don't think
my overthinking drives him nuts.
I overthink about stuff that I definitely can't control.
Oh, most definitely. If I can't control it, like I'm thinking, like, okay, if I do A, B, C, then this gonna happen, then that, and maybe this,
You
or
trying to
maybe
figure out
that
a way
might
to
happen.
control it? I
Maybe
can't control it.
not so much,
Control it.
but not so much to control it, but just even like the unknown. Like I try to like think of every possible outcome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm. I definitely do that.
And that's not good because it's not good.
I think it depends on what.
The
Like if you're
situation
talking about work, that's one thing. But if you're talking about relationship,
Even at work.
like work, that's why I think overthinking at work is probably more common and acceptable. Overthinking in a relationship, that can be annoying. But I don't know if that leads if that adds to
Well,
insecurity.
I'll tell you,
I
overthinking
don't
a
think it's
relationship, if you doing it out loud verbally, then that's definitely gonna be annoying. But if you
Yeah.
just sit there in your own puddle in
Yeah.
your mind,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
go ahead, rock out, overthink all you want.
Yeah. That's true.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I see. I'll be in my own puddle but not over the relationship though. And I could say like maybe it depends on like I always say the foundation of the relationship. And I would just say that because like a lot of things we don't go through because we were friends for so long. So I don't even feel the need to like overthink about my relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like the first relationship where I don't really think much at all. You know what I mean? Because I do think at some point, because he makes me feel so secure. You know what I mean? So I do think at some point there is a responsibility on the part of the partner to make your partner feel secure. Like,
Right.
is it all their insecurity or are you doing something to drive that?
Make them feel insecure. Right.
Yeah.
Word, I was thinking that on all 10 of them drinks, but I didn't want to say nothing
Why?
because
That's
women
your
always,
open
women always right. 'Cause
That's
women-
not true. You thought I was going to argue with you. That's what it
women
was.
always right.
No, we're not
No,
right.
we're not always right. I'll be the first
We
to admit
know.
that. I'll be dead wrong. What?
Just
I'm right 99.999.
You're right more often than that.
Thank you, babe.
You're downplaying it.
Thank you. As I grab his neck, like, no, I'm playing.
Well, it's a good thing that you two were thinking the same thing, then, isn't it? How about that? Look at God.
Look, won't you do it?
Let it rock out because like so I was
But no, for real though, like Goose was thinking, and I just said, you got to be careful with what you label as insecure.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's so many different things. Like y'all don't have an insecure relationship, and neither do we.
Right.
So let's do more working on that foundation, or before you even get into a relationship.
See, like the boy looked crazy insecure because obviously he saw her dressed like that. It was all good.
Right.
Then when she get there and cameras start clicking and all that kind of stuff, now he got a problem with it. So now he turned to a super sucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was all good.
Yeah,
You behind, all right, have fun, baby. It was all good. And I don't know what happened. If your homies got in your ear, hey, bro, you see?
And because when Michelle first told me about this, because I didn't know, I don't follow Keke Palmer. She was like, there's videos of him filming her dancing and twerking, and she's dressed just as scantily as in this.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's all good. Like, wait, it's okay when I'm twerking in my butt is out. You cheering me on, but when you're not in the room, it's a problem. And all of a sudden I'm somebody's mom. Like, what?
Well, first
the usher. It's the usher effect.
Listen, first of all, Keke just had that baby. Shout out to her because she looked good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She got the mommy boobs sitting up. And had that baby probably gave her a little extra junk in the trunk.
Yeah.
So of course she trying to show that thing off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Prime Solo said what happened was she showed the cheeks to Usher.
Is Usher like nasty or something? I don't know.
I don't
Does he have a
I don't know. I mean,
But Art Barnes boy, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay, we say.
However, the thing that messed me up for him was that he was cool with it when they was home and she walked out.
Right. He saw the outfit ahead of
time. If you're gonna take exception to it, take exception to the entire situation.
Right. Like
what he should have said was, "You ain't leaving out this house like."
He should have been like, "Where the hell you going?
You going? No, go back in the room. Go back in the room."
If he did that, and she would have still left and went and shook her ass on stage and did all that kind of stuff, then that's something different. But if he like, "Oh, babe, you look good," tap on the ass, "I'll see you later," and then like, who was this dude later?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I agree with that. That last comment that Barnes Boy said, the tweet is the only crime. Which is
absolutely.
Which is why he
exactly.
Yeah. As long as he kept it to himself.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
And that's true because now he's being dragged 6 ways to Sunday. So now he's feeling some type of way about it. So
he's gonna be dragged for a minute.
His attempt to be a little more famous backfired.
But the thing about it is, even if he felt some type of way, by the time she got home, he probably been cool.
Yep. Exactly.
If he hadn't did that tweet, by the time she got home, he probably been cool. Yeah. Like, man, why am I bugging?
Right.
Exactly. He probably, he did it out of anger
when she left.
Okay.
Yep. Anger and haste messed his whole life up.
Yeah, man. Oh, well. They'll probably work it out. Hopefully they'll work it out because she might be like, "Do you know who I am?" Like, no
right.
offense to you, sir, but we don't have to do this. But
also, he has to have a certain tolerance to this. She's in the entertainment game. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying earlier.
Yeah. Exactly. She's an entertainer.
Yep.
It's nothing.
Yep. I mean, and people who are entertainers, they always have it turned on. And she seems like that type person. Whether it's a camera there or not, it seems like she always got it turned on.
Yeah. Because Kiki know how to get the bag.
And politicians.
Yeah.
Right.
When you see a politician in public, they are a politician.
Yep. All the time.
Yep.
All the time.
All right. That was the end of it.
Solo said dudes like that will get child support if she leaves them.
Listen, probably.
He ain't
as married.
Yeah.
Listen, he not the husband.
Slip showing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't the husband. And that's my thing. Like, you care enough about her to impregnate her, but you don't care enough about her to put a ring on it.
Maybe he just hasn't done it yet.
And she might be like,
he waiting for her to settle down.
Like, sometimes you slip up and the baby come first.
Listen, she got a song that say, "I don't belong to you." Keke Palmer.
And on that note,
it's time for the final twist.
Time for the final twist.
Terry, you got one this week?
I do.
Oh, snap. But she don't want to go first. So who's going first?
I can go first.
I don't have one.
I'll go first. I want to share with the good people, like I did around this time last year, that Tuesday is my birthday.
Hey.
Woo woo.
49, guys. Oh, 49. I can't believe it. So my final twist is: age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
Unless you are Kelly.
Listen, he don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Yeah, with a 12-year-old. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, I was in a box for 23 hours a day, so I don't know.
Yep. All right. You want me to go next, babe?
Yeah, I'm going to go last.
All right. I'll go next. And speaking of aura, I was at a no, but it's just it's the irony of the quote.
Okay.
I was at a conference and I want to give this woman's name, and I don't remember her name. That's what I was on Facebook looking for, this woman's name. But she was a preacher. She was preaching, and she said something that really struck a chord with me. She is a doctor's prepared therapist. I forgot her name. Beautiful young black woman. She's a preacher also. But she said, "You are as sick as your secrets."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, wow. I'm sorry if you ever see this.
Why is that sick then?
Put your name in the thing. I'm so sorry. If I can go back, I'll put her name in there when I find it. But that thing was like a
That's
like,
deep.
hold on, let me open my closet door and see what's going on in there.
Yeah,
but
that's
yes,
pretty deep. Wow. Okay, I like
Mhm.
that. Hello, Justin Goose. Hello.
Like I really had nothing prepared, but just based off of our topic today, like not even the topic, just the balls.
Thank you,
action.
Sheena.
Like they say, if you see something, say something.
It's a TSA promo.
Because if you said something, if you felt some type of way at the crib,
you should have said it.
something then, you might be all right now. You might still have your account.
Yeah.
He seen them cheeks at the crib because it gave him a little tap. So he's seen them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my final twist, I've mentioned a couple times today. Check out the newtwistradio.com. The website was relaunched last night. Today is the first full day of the newtwistradio.com. You can go on there and check out all of the shows that have been recorded, all episodes of the 10-7 show, Check Swing Podcast. It'll take you to our YouTube channel, take you to our podcast. We are where your favorite podcasts are housed, so you can check us out there. But definitely, if you have a 10-7 letter that you want to send to us, I made it easy for you now. Just hit the button on the website, newtwistradio.com. Send us a dear 10-7 letter. We keep you anonymous.
And you can also send us if there's a topic that you want us to discuss. You can also send us a topic, something going on, something you need an opinion on, or you just, maybe something going in the world we missed. But you can send us some topics there too.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right.
YouTube.com/newtwistradio. And with all that being said, we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging with us here on the 10-7 show. Make sure you share us with your family, friends, and your enemies, and everyone else you know, your co-workers as well, so they can get some of that knowledge and entertainment that we were trying to bestow upon thee. Right? And we're going to get out of here. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us. We'll check y'all out next time here on the 10-7 show.
Be good, people.
Peace.